From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert off of play action. On the move to his left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On play action, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joey Bosa providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Prescott yet again. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Touchdown, Chargers! Jalen Guyton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First down, Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Prescott to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Flushed out right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hall. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Third and 1. Here's Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hall. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Watkins here.
Touchdown, Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Wide open receiver complete. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Prescott down. And this is caught at the 8. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, Prescott stripped. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flush to his right. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line. And after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on,
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. Able to shake him under pressure. They got him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Here's 2nd and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got called for the penalty.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw here, Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the